If you've planned a gap year before medical school or have found yourself unintentionally taking a gap year and you're wondering how to use your time wisely, this video is for you. Today I'm going to tell you about the 7 best pre-med gap year jobs that can help you improve your application and increase your chances of acceptance. Hi, I'm Nadine Evans, an admissions associate at BeMo Academic Consulting. Make sure that you subscribe on whatever social media channel you're watching this from now so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. If you'd like us to help you get into medical school, click on the link either above or below this video to schedule your free initial consultation. When choosing your pre-med gap year job, it's essential to select a position based on your interests, passions, and weak areas in your medical school application. Remember, this time is about self-development, which holds a different meaning for every individual. Admissions committees will want to understand why you do the things you do and why you find them significant. Overall, it's important to pick what you want to do and what will benefit your individual application the most. Now, I'm not saying that you should become a bartender because you like mixing drinks. I'm talking about picking an experience that you want to do that will help you in your journey towards medicine. Think about the following questions. Is your application missing critical experiences? Are you lacking strong letters of recommendation? Are you missing research experience? Have you satisfied all medical school requirements? When considering which environment you should choose for your pre-med job, it's important to think about what type of patient population you hope to work with in the future. For example, if you have an interest in geriatrics, then consider working or volunteering in a nursing home, a hospice, or a palliative care center. If, on the other hand, you're interested in emergency medicine, then working in the back of an ambulance or in the emergency department is most suitable. So if you're hoping to improve your application, here are the 7 best pre-med gap year jobs to increase your chances of acceptance to medical school. Number 1 is a medical assistant. Medical assistants are trained to assist physicians with both administrative and clinical tasks. Essentially, they work to make doctors' lives easier by handling administrative tasks, preparing patients for examination, scheduling appointments, arranging basic tests, drawing blood, and overseeing patient records. Medical assistants often work in offices, clinics, and hospitals, and they have the benefit of interacting with both patients and doctors. While not all employers expect medical assistants to be certified, many do, and if it's not required, then certified medical assistants are often preferred. Certification is available through the CMA, AAMA, which requires the completion of an accredited post-secondary medical assistant program, as well as the CMA, AAMA certification exam. On average, it takes between 9 months to 2 years to become a medical assistant. Jobs that don't require the certification may have lower patient interaction and less varied responsibilities, or may require certification at a later date. The second best pre-med gap year job is an emergency medical technician. Becoming an emergency medical technician, or EMT, is a rewarding experience that allows you to gain hands-on experience as a healthcare provider. You'll be part of the emergency team responding to 911 calls, which means that you'll have the opportunity to perform medical exams and respond to a variety of calls from minor complaints, such as sprains and bruises, to life-threatening issues such as cardiac arrest or serious wounds. A unique benefit of working as an EMT is that you'll have the chance to interact with other health professions, including firefighters, police officers, nurses, and physicians. You'll also gain skills necessary to become an effective physician, such as collaboration, stress tolerance, and the ability to work effectively under pressure. There are different levels of qualification in order to become an EMT. There's the basic EMT, which is an entry-level position that typically requires between 1 to 4 months of training. Next is the intermediate or enhanced EMT, which requires basic EM training in addition to field experience. And then the most EMT is the paramedic, which requires a significant amount of experience in the field, along with at least 700 hours of training. It's important to note that becoming an EMT can be quite expensive, usually between $500 to $1,000 to become a basic EMT, and that doesn't even include the certification or the testing costs. However, some employers or universities will actually cover the cost if you arrange to work or volunteer with them after your training. The third best pre-med gap year job is a research assistant. A recent survey by the AAMC found that 46% of medical school applicants spent their gap year in a job related to research. Unlike clinical experience, which every applicant has, not all applicants have research experience. Other than improving your knowledge in a particular field and testing hypotheses, research can help set you apart from other candidates. It shows admissions committees that you have a curiosity for the unknown, that you're determined to understand the mechanisms behind disease, or the answers to problems. This will, of course, translate into medicine when it comes to discoveries and finding treatments and cures for illnesses and disease. While research is not generally required at most medical schools, many schools highly value research experience, and some schools are heavily research-based, so working as a research assistant can be extremely beneficial. As a quick tip, if you're applying to joint MD-PhD programs, then research experience is an absolute must. Number 4 is a medical scribe. Medical scribes are valuable individuals responsible for taking notes during physician-patient interviews, documenting physician-dictated notes, keeping track of lab records, and maintaining patient records. As a scribe, you'll have the opportunity to learn medical terminology, you'll learn how to chart, and to see how healthcare is practiced in the flesh. You don't generally need any experience beforehand to become a medical scribe, as there's full training provided by your employer once you're hired. Another benefit of working as a medical scribe is that you'll be working directly with a physician, which will serve as a great opportunity to form strong connections and secure valuable letters of recommendation. Number 5 is a certified nursing assistant, or a CNA. This is a great position to consider as it will allow you to work in a clinical setting and gain hands-on experience. You'll work under the direct supervision of a registered nurse to help patients with daily activities such as bathing and feeding. In addition, you'll attend to other duties to assist nurses such as helping with medical procedures and cleaning rooms. Nursing assistants are most often found in long-term care facilities and rehabilitation centers, but they can also work in inpatient hospital settings. Working as a nursing assistant allows for patient interaction and the development of a variety of desirable skills such as communication, empathy, and compassion. Nursing assistants often have flexibility in their schedules, which may allow you to pursue classes or other extracurricular activities at the same time. It's important to note that certification of nursing assistants is not standardized. Instead, the certification is issued by the state after the completion of a training program, usually between 1 to 3 months, and then a state certification exam. The 6th best pre-med gap year job is a community innovator and developer. Participating in positions that allow you to take on leadership roles is a way to stand out from other candidates. One way to do this is to identify a specific deficit in your community and come up with an innovative solution to help fix it. So for example, if you were working in an assisted living center, you could set up your own wellness programs such as art workshops or even exercise classes. Your project could be anything as long as it's meaningful to you and helps to improve the lives of members of your community. This will ultimately do wonders for contributing to your pre-med school identity by showing that you can solve problems and make a positive, selfless change in your community. The 7th best pre-med gap year job is nonprofits and humanitarian initiatives. Working with a nonprofit organization gives you a chance to break the mold and leave a mark on something that is really begging for a mark to be left on it. There are so many opportunities out there that you are bound to get a great experience from, and will highlight that you're going into medical school for the right reasons, to help others. Possible enterprises include fighting poverty, supporting disaster responses, and mentoring youth. Well, this will wrap up another one of our videos, so please subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you have any questions that I didn't cover in today's video. Are you going to take a gap year before medical school? Let me know in the comments section. Finally, if you'd like us to help you get into medical school, click on the link either above or below this video to schedule your free initial consultation. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.